We are going into Arrowhead Campground. It's over in Uwharrie National Forest. You have to drive on some gravel road to get here. You can get to it by a number of ways. You just have to look it up on your map. We're going to take you to a quick little drive of the campground. It's going to be right off of Badin Lake. They have a boat ramp here called Cove Boat Ramp. We have kayaked and fished this area quite a bit, and we've had a lot of good times over this way. So let's go to the campground first. Looks like they do close the gate from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. They do have a host over here. So it is a paved campground. I do not think there's any power or water on the sites. I think it is primitive. You'll see some pop-ups. You'll see a lot of tents. Let's see. So that was a double. I'm trying to find a site we could just walk over and show you. Site number 3. Alright, so I'm going to take you out of the vehicle. I'm going to show you site number 3, which was one of the first sites that we seen when we came in. Like I say, these sites are paved. This is a double site here. Got a good amount of room. Park your boat here, things like that. Here is your picnic table, your fire ring, and then your area for your tent. You'd put your tent over here on the ground. And the same thing here. You'd put your tent over here on the ground somewhere instead of on the pavement. So let's get back in the vehicle and we'll take you around to the rest of the sites, and you can see what they're like. Like I say, if you like playing in the water, if you like kayaking, boating, things like that, it is it's a good campground to go to. Just not pull an RV. Alrighty. And that was site number 3. Here's site number 4. They do have a lot of overhead trails over here where they run the Jeeps, the UTVs, and the 4-wheelers. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you something. You even see RVs over here. There's the host site where the host sets up at. So he's got an RV. But I'm sure he has power and everything at the same time. But there's plenty of room to get in here. Wide open roads. I'm going to take you down through site number 10. You actually pull down in it. And then going out of site 10. So you have this whole little bit of area to park your boats, things like that. Alright, let's go around.
These are more popular sites.
There is site 12, and there is a full-size camper.
And it is electric.
And they have power there. Aha! Aha!
And there's power on that side.
So they have power here
On
this loop. And what site was that? Let's back up and check out what site number. So starting at site number 12, right here on the right, they have power. That's a good thought right there. 13 has power. That is good. And I'm sure they have a water spigot located somewhere here. They have these pull-throughs, which is not too bad. Up here, you're actually going to see, you'll see a fifth wheel camper that they've got over here. Plenty of room there. That's site number 17, and there's his water. You know what he does. He hooks his water up over there and fills up his tank. Let's see here. A lot more people over here this time of year than what I thought would be. When they have the mud races and some of the other things where they do the trailhead meetups, there's a lot of Jeeps over here and a lot of tents during a certain time of the year.
And the water's right over there. Back up in that
And,
one.
huh?
Back up in that one.
You seen water?
That one's right there. That one is really nice too.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the lake?
You can go down. That lake is down.
Well, we'll go back up in one here.
Up in that one. That's a nice one. I like that one. I like that one.
We're going to back up in number 26 here. My wife seems to like this one. We're going to get out and take a look at it.
Oh,
Nice and level.
long.
Long, that's right. So let's get out and take a look at site number 26. Obviously you have your power, and I presume they're 30 amp, which they are.
You know what I mean? How wide this side is.
It is nice and wide.
But I would like it for it to hang hammock. But then you could put like 2 or 3 vehicles here. Take the water this
You're still a ways away from the water. Yep. Here's a path though. There's a walking path right there.
Oh, okay.
And I bet you that leads you to the water. The water's just right there.
Yeah.
Actually. Walk right down there and see how far it is. I'm going to stay up here with the vehicle because it's running. Here you go.
Yeah, you're still a little ways from the water. But you got the walking path back here. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's still a long ways from the water. But that's the advantage of having one of these sites. Once you get your stuff down here to it, it's going to be a heck of a hike back up. Okay, see what we got down here. I'm just curious. But as you can see, there's the lake. Just a little bit of a hike. And if you go back towards the left, you go back towards the boat ramp.
Number 27 is a double site. That's why it's so big.
Yeah.
We really like 27 as well. Alrighty. This is the bathhouse, the shower house. Over this way. Looks like a pretty nice little setup. Alright, and we'll take you up here to their dump station. And then we'll go down to the boat ramp. So this would be your dump, where you dump your camper out. It's not too tight. It's a little bit small, but not bad. Should be no problem getting a camper through here. You can also get your fresh drinking water here as well. Alright, let's ride down to the what they call Cove Boat Ramp.